Like and subscribe right now, or you're going to have bad luck for the rest of the week.
The earth is full of wonders, from varieties of plants to animals. Every day, scientists discover another species of plants or animals. The amazing thing is that even the animals we already know can still present a wonder or two. One way they do so is when you encounter an animal with a size unusual to its popular species. This video will show you 10 abnormally large animals. You'll be shocked to find out our number 1. Number 10. Giant squid. Scientists concluded long ago that the mythical sea creature, the kraken, was actually a giant squid. However, there wasn't any proof to support the claim until 2004, when an 8-meter-long beast was seen swimming at a depth of 1 kilometer. There have been other sightings of giant squids, but most have been between 3 meters and 4 meters in length. Another squid surfaced in Japan on Christmas Eve 2015 with a length of 3.7 meters. While the longest squid seen so far was the 8-meter-long squid, scientists believe they can grow as long as 13 meters. This means the 3 to 4 meter length squids seen on different occasions are babies. Think about that! Despite their size, making them the largest invertebrates on Earth, they have been elusive to scientists. Because of their habitat, the deep ocean floor, which is challenging and inhospitable to humans. Only the fortunate events of the squids getting washed up on beaches or the occasional haul of fishermen have provided scientists the opportunity to study them. Number 9. Knickers the cow. Knickers stands at an impressive 6 feet and 4 inches and weighs 1,400 kilograms. To get a better idea of what we're talking about here, he's taller than Arnold Schwarzenegger, and obviously hunkier. Here's another one. He weighs more than a Toyota Corolla. Technically, Knickers is not a cow. Cows are female cattle. Not just that though, only females that have birthed at least once are called cows. Now Knickers is a neutered male, so he's technically a steer. He's a Holstein Friesian, a breed originally from northern Holland and Germany. He got to be this tall because he hasn't been slaughtered. Steers are slaughtered at 4 and processed for meat, but Knickers is over 8 years old. Turns out his size saved him from premature death, as he was too big for the processing machines. He lives with his owner, Jeff Pearson, in Australia. Number 8. Japanese spider crab. Despite their appearance, which resembles something from a 1950s alien movie, Japanese spider crabs exist. The name is apt, as they resemble an oversized spider. However, these creatures can grow to a length of 18 feet when their legs are stretched. The arm span reaches 12 feet from claw to claw, and the body also grows to 15 inches. These measurements make the Japanese spider crabs easily the largest living arthropods. They live on ocean floors at depths ranging from 490 to 980 feet. The Japanese spider crabs are slow-moving and can't swim. They crawl on the ocean floor. Perhaps, owing to their lack of speed, they rarely hunt for food and prefer to scavenge. They are omnivores, which makes it easier to find food. I should also add that their males grow to be bigger than females. Another interesting fact, they put small animals on their shells as camouflage. They, however, have a gentle personality, which contrasts their scary appearance. The Japanese spider crab is hunted in Japan and is a delicacy in several regions. Number 7. Hercules the liger. There's a breed of animals called ligers. Though they aren't naturally occurring, ligers are the product of a cross between a male lion and a female tiger. In case you were wondering why I'm being specific about the gender of the parents, it's because if you reverse the gender, you get a different breed, Tygon. Ligers are the largest animals in the cat family, and the largest of them, Hercules. He lives in South Carolina, USA. Hercules has a length of 3.33 meters and weighs over 400 kilograms. Ligers do not live in the wild because the habitat of their parents doesn't overlap. Tigers live in Asian forests, while lions live in the savannas in Africa. Hercules eats almost 14 kilograms of meat a day. That's almost the weight of a 2-year-old baby. He has a brother, Sinbad, who is slightly taller, but Hercules is heavier. He also has 4 nephews, Odin, Yeti, Apollo, and Samson, all born in 2014. Yeti is the largest of the 4, but the jury is still out on whether he'll be bigger than his uncle. Number 6. Zeus the dog. This list is incomplete if man's best friend, the dog, doesn't have a representative. Dogs have been man's companions since their domestication over 30,000 years ago. That's over 10,000 years before man domesticated horses. The representative on this list is a worthy entrance. Zeus holds the Guinness World Record for the tallest dog. Zeus had a height of 7 feet and 4 inches when standing on his hind legs, which makes him about 8 inches taller than the average basketball player. His owners, Denise and Kevin Dorlag, had people asking them frequently if Zeus was a dog or a horse. Despite weighing a hefty 155 pounds, Zeus was a qualified therapy dog and would sit on people's laps to draw smiles from them. Unfortunately, Zeus died 3 days before he clocked 6. He lived with his owners in Otsego, Michigan. Number 5. Darius the rabbit. Here's a rabbit so big that if you saw it from afar, you would mistake it for a dog. A fat one at that. Darius is an astonishing 4 feet and 4 inches tall and weighs 50 pounds. Darius is from a breed of rabbits called the continental giant rabbits, which are descendants of the Flemish giant rabbits. In the late 19th century, the United States imported both the continental giant and the Flemish giant rabbits from Europe and Britain. The aim was to increase the size of rabbits used as meat in America. Darius has a son, Jeff, who is already 3 feet 8 inches tall, and it's yet to attain full maturity. The cute duo of father and son consumes a whopping 700 apples and 2,000 carrots a year. They also eat a bowl of rabbit food each day. It costs Annette Edwards, their owner, almost 5,000 pounds to feed these giants every year. But you won't hear the loving Annette complain about it. Number 4. Medusa the snake. Medusa is another Guinness World Record holder on our list. She's a reticulated python with a length of 25 feet and 2 inches, making her the longest living snake on Earth. It took 10 men holding her up for her to be measured, and she required 20 capable handlers. So Medusa has her entourage. Reticulated pythons and green anacondas are the 2 largest species of snakes. However, while anacondas are larger, reticulated pythons are longer. Medusa has a dinner of a 40-pound deer every fortnight. Against the norms of giant snakes, Medusa doesn't spend her day lounging about and being lazy. She earns her meals from her job. Medusa works as an attraction at Edge of Hell Haunted House. There she hisses at passers-by. Medusa received her world record in 2011. However, in 2016, another snake, longer than Medusa, was captured. The snake had a length of 25 feet and a weight above 550 pounds. Unfortunately, the snake died soon after its capture, so the crown returned to Medusa as the reigning queen. Number 3. Goliath Bird Eater. A Goliath bird eater breaks the stereotype of spiders. This spider is huge, at least compared to the average size of spiders. It can grow up to a foot upon maturity and weighs up to 6 ounces. That's the equivalent of a puppy's weight and the length of a child's entire forearm. Goliath bird eaters are a type of tarantulas and are native to South America. They are called the kings of spiders because of their size. While giant huntsman spiders have longer legs, they weigh much less. The name is a misconception, as they rarely eat birds. This is probably because they are ground dwellers and do not climb trees where birds susceptible to becoming prey dwell. Their diet comprises of large insects, amphibians, worms, small rodents, snakes, and lizards. It hunts by creating a burrow on a log or in the ground and waiting for prey. It's also a nocturnal animal, which means it becomes more active at night. Interestingly, despite their size, Goliath bird eaters are not deadly to humans. Their venom is similar in its reaction to that of a wasp's sting. Their massive fangs will more likely cause more damage than the venom. Number 2. Samson the horse. Samson was a shire horse born in Tottington Mills, Bedfordshire, England. He's a worthy representative of another of man's earliest companions on this list. Born in 1846, he already weighed 3,360 pounds at the young age of 4. That's more than a Suzuki SXW's weight of about 2,990 pounds. Another proud entrant in the Guinness Book of Records, he measured 7 feet 2.5 inches at the withers, or 21.25 hands. A hand is the official measuring unit for horses and has a value of 4 inches. The withers refer to the part of a horse's back above the shoulders, just at the base of its neck. Samson's size earned him the nickname Mammoth. He was bred by Thomas Cleaver. While Samson remains the tallest horse in history, there have been many successors since his passing. King Legear, a Clydesdale, had a height of 20.5 hands and a weight of 2,950 pounds by the time he was 7 years old. He lived at the turn of the 20th century. The tallest horse alive today is a Belgian draft horse, Big Jake. He's 14 years old and is just over 20 hands tall. Number 1. Chinese giant salamander. There are over 600 species of salamander, and they all vary in size. However, most common salamanders are small, with the most common about 6 inches long and the smallest less than an inch. There are 3 species of salamander that go to the extreme of the other spectrum, the giant salamanders. They are the Chinese giant salamanders, the Japanese giant salamander, and the North American giant salamander, the hellbender. Of these, the Chinese giant salamander is the biggest, growing up to 6 feet, more than most humans. The Japanese giant salamander is a little smaller than the Chinese variant, and the hellbender can reach a length of 28 inches. To correct another misconception, salamanders are not reptiles. They are amphibians, though they look like a cross between a reptile and an amphibian. That makes the Chinese giant salamander the largest amphibian on Earth. They also have a very long lifespan, so chances are that the next Chinese giant salamander you see may be as old as your grandparents. Another interesting fact about them is that they live underwater, yet possess no gills. Instead, they breathe through their skin. Unfortunately, the Chinese giant salamander is an endangered species because of humans over-harvesting them. And that concludes our list for this episode. Nature is full of wonders, and the animals on this list will surely leave you marveling at her beauty. If you have any animals worthy to be on this list, please share in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel to stay updated with our latest content. Until another episode, bye!